Hey there, it's that time again. I'm going to show you a little bit about what my 2-year lock anniversary looks like on me with these sister locks.
In my world, don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give.
I'm taking them down. I did a wash and braid last night, so now I'm doing the braid out. I am unraveling the braids. I'm so excited. This is 2 years. This is October 2023, and I got my sister locks 2 years ago, and my hair was maybe 4 inches long when I got my sister locks. And so I have had some ups, a lot of ups, a few downs, but the majority have been ups. So I want to show you all a little bit about my ups and a little bit about my downs so that you don't go up and down when you decide to get your locks. Or if you already have locks, you can kind of stay with my journey or see my journey and see some of the things that I've encountered. But just look at this. Look at this length. It's grown. And if you see where I was when I first started, oh my goodness. Yay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take the rest of this down. But I will tell you that I have used the same shampoos for quite some time now, and I'll tell you all about it. One of the things to know is that before I had some bunching, and I could not just have my ends, have a braid all the way down to the end with no rubber band. I had to secure with rubber band because the ends were so thick. But now I can do that without having to have a rubber band on the ends because the bunching has gotten better. And the bunching for me was only at the top. For whatever reason, it was only really there, like around this area. So all in the back and around the sides, they were pretty okay. My ends stayed curly for a long time, and I think what happened is I was not pulling them and paying good attention to the ends and the tips of my hair. And so I didn't want to do a lot of manipulating, but what I should have been doing was stretching those a little bit more. And it's a couple of things that I can tell you that I should have been doing more with my locks and over the 2 years that I did not do and that I've learned from them. But it's a journey, and I'm glad you're journeying with me. Here's another thing that I do when the bunching areas become too much, that you can't get them to come all the way to the ends together because it's just too thick without having to, put a rubber band on it, is I do a little Y connector with it. So I braid it all the way down until when it gets too fat at the end to where I can't get the ends to connect, I just stop and braid one branch and then the other, okay? So that may help you so that you don't have to keep using bands all the time to be able to get to the ends of your locks. All right, so here we are. This is my 2-year lock anniversary, my length check, and all that good stuff. I'm so excited. So just wanted to show you a little bit about what I've been through in 2 years. 2 years. I'm excited still. I have not had a painless journey. It has been, there have been some ups and downs, but I will tell you off the bat, I am not disappointed that I have sister locks. I'm not disappointed in my decision to get sister locks. I am still in love with my locks. Did I say that I'm still in love with my locks? I'm still in love with my sister locks. Yes, I am. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you just quickly some of the things that I have done over 2 years. I'm going to be putting some pictures and some flashbacks from when I first got my locks so I can show you the difference, some of the things that I use, some of the things I do consistently, some of the things I did not do well, so that you can kind of understand my journey. You ready? Let's go. All right, so first, one of the things that I want you to understand is that when I got my locks, I was a loose natural. I was doing twist outs, and I would wear wigs. I had just started wearing wigs. I was never a wig wearer, but because I had a shorter cut and I was growing it out, I wanted to at work be able to have wigs on to while my hair is growing out. At that time, I did not know I was getting sister locks. I just knew that I wanted my short cut to grow out. Had been a loose natural for years, but as my hair grew out and I decided to get locks, I was probably about 3 or 4 inches long. So you'll see the difference in what that looks like. And I began my sister lock journey in October, 2 years ago. This is 2023, so 2 years ago. And when I got my first installed, I was excited, but I was still trying to trust the process because I was looking like what my mother would call, have you ever heard somebody old school say skeeter head? My mother would use that word, oh, she looks so skeeter head. I really didn't understand what that meant until I got sister locks, truly. So it was that thinning, that part look. Oh, that was the thing. When they say trust the process, trust it. But I was still loving it. I was just like, because I know my hair, how it's going to be, and I knew it was going to fill in. But I was a little skeeter head. All right. But outside of that, my sister lock consultant, her name is Ann Atkins, and she's in Kennesaw. She really helped me to understand what was going to happen through my process. She talked to me as she's doing my hair, just let me know little tidbits, things to do. She said, oh, gotta watch this one, or this one you gotta make sure you do this, or oh, your scalp is a little dry. She really let me know that my no moments, don't do that, you know. So there were things that I was trying. Once I started getting locked, and I was like, oh no, I shouldn't do this. Ooh, or should I tell my consultants that I did that? So I was just like, I can't do that again. It was a mistake. And some of those things were, 1, always use the Sister Lock shampoo while you are going through the lock process. Hello. Somebody say hello. If you look at my other video where I'm telling you about the do's and don'ts of sister locks, okay? All right. Use the Sister Lock shampoo. If you are hypersensitive to certain things, they have a sensitive one as well, but it is meant to make sure that your hair is clean, and it is meant to help your hair to begin the locking process. All right. I didn't use that the whole time when I was locking, and I paid for it. Don't pay for it. You paid too much for your locks. Use the Sister Lock shampoo. And if you need to, use it through your whole journey. I started listening to people, and they would just like do this, and I was like, disastrous. A lot of the shampoos are meant to put moisture in your hair. You don't need that with Sister Locks before you are locked. The Sister Lock shampoo is designed to help your hair to begin that locking process. Use the Sister Lock shampoo. The second thing is that I was not washing my hair as regularly as I was supposed to. And y'all forgive me, I have sleepy eyes. I got 0 sleep last night. 0. I had a lot going on. A lot of stuff I got to do. But anyway, and my husband ain't making no battle. Okay. Story for another day. But anyway, the second thing that I did is that I was, I'm almost embarrassed to say, but I was doing my hair, you know, going out every day, and I didn't wash my hair for like a month after my first retie. I got a video for that as well. I was scared that it was gonna unravel. I wasn't trusting. That's a trust issue. She told me that, you know, this is what's gonna happen. Wash your hair. I didn't wash it. I was scared. I had a dream, and if you look at my other video, it says I had a dream. I thought my hair, I woke up and all my hair was back. It was bone straight like I had a relaxer. I was upset. It was a dream. But when I did wash my hair, I started seeing that my scalp had all this buildup. It was like residue. And I already have a dry scalp, and some, you know, I have always had that. So can you imagine that buildup and how they are in a new lock? it was awful. And you can't really just go in and start doing this. So it's not locked. So I had to start using apple cider vinegar washes to get that debris out so that I can begin to cleanse my scalp to get back to being able to use the SISTERLOCK shampoo and just having a normal cleanse, right? So your scalp will get blocked with a lot of stuff that you're using, and then it can't produce the natural oils that will go down the shaft of your hair. So I was just doing my hair a disservice, and so I stopped doing that. The other thing that I did is I started getting the little balls, and I was cutting them because I didn't like them. But that was the locking process. So I had to slap myself on the hand and start listening. Then the other thing I did is I was, washing and going like I was a loose natural. I was doing the braiding and banding, but there was a time where, like, after maybe like 8 months, that I would just wash my hair and then lay down to go to sleep. So the part that was in the back right here would be up against my, I would have my bonnet on, but it would still be, it wasn't braided down to help those ends to kind of bind together. And my ends became fat. And then they would start bunching a lot at the end. And then I still have some, and I'll show you some. So that's what over the past year, I have been dealing with bunching at a couple of my ends. As you can see, they're here. And I'm still working, like it was much thicker. It was all the way up here. So it's worked itself all the way down. And so I still have this little bit left on these. So what I do is now I start to, when my hair is damp, I start to pull these ends, and that helps to stretch them out. And then I braid my hair down. Now I no longer braid and band before washing my hair. I wash my hair just as it is. I put the top up, and then I wash under here, and then I wash the top, and then I wash it again all together. So because my hair is so thick that I can't just start washing my hair all over like I have to wash it in sections. But what I do is I allow my hair to be damp. I begin pulling those bunched ends, and then I braid my hair all the way down. And I was braiding it down and putting the rubber bands on them again. But again, where the rubber bands are, it starts to just have that little line of demarcation, and then this is fat, when you start to flip it. And I was like, that's not doing me any service at this point in the game, especially since I have the bunching. So I braid it down, and then I just put a thicker band on it so that it can kind of dry to where it is not going to expand. So I did that for maybe about 6 months. And now where I am, as I said before, is I can braid my hair all the way down the bunched areas. I can braid them all the way down to the end now, because at first it would unravel because they weren't small enough for them to kind of braid to the end. It wouldn't allow me to. It was too fat. But I can do that now. So I am overcoming my mistakes. And that's the best thing, trial and error. But learn from other people's mistakes and listen to your consultant. Trust the process is truly, truly, fully trusted. Because I did trust the process, but I was not doing everything that I needed. And I got a little lazy doing certain things or not doing certain things for my hair. What I do now, and I don't think, and I've been doing it slowly, and I don't think that's going to cause me a problem, because I have seen the turnaround in the glow or the shine, or not necessarily shine, or the healthy look of my hair, as I do spray it. I spritz it with water and like glycerin water. And then for my scalp, I do use a little oil. I put a dime size in my hand while my hair is still braided, and I just put it in the scalp around the areas where I'm mostly dry. And I'm usually mostly dry around here, right? And then I sometimes get dry around the back. But outside of that, and then whatever I have on my hands from putting in my scalp, that's when I just do, because it's just a little bit. It's just a little residue. And that's when I just do it along the edges, along the shaft of my hair. Because I don't just sit there and spray anything in my hair or just put oil in my hair. I just don't feel like it needs it, but it does need some shine sometimes, okay? That's how I have the mistakes that I made and how I've recovered from those. Now, one thing that you should know about your SISTERLOCKS is that it is definitely I will say it over and over again, a trademark. You want to keep your grid. Everything that's locked are not sister locks. You have micro locks, you interlocks, sister lock, some of the same rotations and things that they do. I'm not a consultant and I'm not an expert, and I really don't understand everything that they do that's different one from the other. But what I do know is that there are certain standards that you should have to call your hair sister locks, or to be able to maintain the integrity of your locks. And that is making sure that you are getting your locks done by a certified loctician, or a trainee who is under the guidance of a loctician. That's what you need to do. I think all locks are beautiful, but if you are interested in sister locks, that is what you should do. I'm going to show you around my hair really quickly. Again, I have a lot of locks in my hair. I have more around here in the back than I have up top. They're smaller around here in the back than they are up top. And that I was thinking at one time, are they gonna swell a little bit? Because these were like super skinny, almost like, you know, like, I don't know, they were so small, but they began to expand and swell. So let me just give you a little bit of a show around, okay? And I'm going to do it by section so you can kind of see. This is at the nape of my neck. And then you see the size of them, how small they are. I have many, many, many locks. Okay. And then you see the fullness of it in the back. Okay. I love a beautiful grid. I love a nice grid. The grid for sister locks lets you know that your locks will remain neat. Okay. The styles, I have a video on that. I just do 30-second styles. I'm not a big style person because I'm not a plain Jane either, but I just don't feel like with the sister locks I need to do so much to my hair. The most I'll do is put it in an up style. I don't do all of those creative updos where they gotta strap and make it look like a little fishtail and all that. I don't do all of that. I think it looks nice. I have never been one who can wear braids, so for me, any tugging on my hair my scalp is too sensitive for that. I can't do all that extra pulling, and I like my little hairline. See, I'm already by hereditary. I have these little cowlicks or whatever. I have my hairline where it is. My mother's hairline is like this, and so what I don't want to do is start pulling my hair back to expand, to make that even more. I got a big forehead. I got a video about that too, and I love it. She and me, we are friends, baby, since 1976. She loved me. She stuck with me through the... She cute. I am too. Okay. Anyway, I don't do a lot of styles, but I just do some flips from side to side, and I don't always stay on this side. Sometimes I flip to this side. Sometimes I do just a push back and let this fall to the side. Somebody just started up my car. And then sometimes I take this and I will put, and I used to do this because these were the areas that were bunching, so I would kind of disguise it. But I would just do like a little top knot and put a little rubber band here and let this kind of fall, you know, when I'm doing a lot of moving around and errands and things like that. And if I have like a night out or something, I may put my hair up and swoop it over, or just do a nice updo somehow and make it cute. I love flowers, so I would stick a couple of pins with some flowers or something in there. That's what I do. That's what I do. Okay, that's it. If you have any thoughts, questions, or anything about sister locks, can I just say, I truly miss my sister lock my sister lock consultant or my loctician. I do have, she has been out, and I do have someone who's doing my hair, and she's great as well. I have been blessed to be able to have good locticians to give me advice on things. The one who did my install and who has been maintaining my hair for over the past 2 years, I can't say enough about her. I can't say enough about her. But I will say, truly, when you do have a good sister lock consultant, make sure that you value that relationship, because it is like it truly is a sisterhood. I enjoy the conversations that I have while I'm getting my hair done. In the African American community, that has always been the time where we would be in the barbershops, the hair salons, getting our hair done and conversing with each other and bartering and communicating and, you know, just sharing stories and things. So when I get my hair done by my loctician, it is truly a blessed moment. And I'm so thankful for Tryon Atkins. And she probably is not even aware of the impact that she has. And I hope she does on her clients, but she's a wonderful person. If you are in the Kennesaw area, please reach out to her. And then I also have, since Tryon's been out, I've been going to another loctician up in Alpharetta, and she is wonderful as well. I want you to just please find what works for you and begin to start your journey with the best information in mind. There are a lot of people on YouTube who are just stumbling, and we're just trying to figure it out. And so it's not that we're experts, but we want you to learn from our journey. Hopefully that's what everyone's here for. I'm not a consultant, I'm not certified. I just want you to see my journey. This is my journey and what it has been for me. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed, because I'm enjoying my locks. All right, until next time, stay sassy, stay free, and always, always, always be thankful for each day that you have above ground. Blessings. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.
You know, but sometimes you ask yourself, where's the peace? Everybody always talking about peace, but as long as you find peace in what you're doing, then you're successful. And that's what people don't realize. So you got to do stuff to where you can go to sleep at night, because the glory is in you.